Hey guys, it's Berm. I just wanted to make a quick video and talk about our accounts. First, let's start off by saying it's okay to do the things you want to do on your account. It's also okay to follow a farming guide to the T. But with that being said, I want to talk about things that benefit our account. This may come off to some people as being selfish or not helping out your guild, doing something like rushing the executor, for instance, or even if you wanted to go for SLKR, I'd recommend the executor, but to each their own. People say, how does this help the guild you're joining? Why would a guild want you? Well, by building up your account with the basics, right? Like you build up some assault battle teams, you build up some solo journeys, you start doing the executor rush. And by rush, obviously, we all know it's still going to take a while. But once you get that and you start getting top 10 or even first place in Fleet Arena, that gives you crystals, right? These crystals then help build your account, right? So now you can take the crystals that you're getting from Fleet Arena and you roll those into other things that you're working on. Not to mention, you're still getting things outside of the fleet. I mean, you're getting bounty hunters. It goes with imp troopers, which is an assault battle. Stuff like that, right? So you're going to be getting more out of doing something like that. If somebody says, oh, well, why would I want to do that? I need to be focusing on X, or I need to be focusing on this other thing because that's what the guild is going to want. The guild is going to want you to have a good account. Okay? The guild is going to want you to have a plan. The guild is going to want you to be able to make a plan and stick to that plan. Yes, they are going to want you to do other things as well, depending on the guild, obviously. Not all guilds are the same. But most good guilds are going to want you to do things for the guild as well. For instance, right now we have Order 66 out, right? A good thing that you could do that's going to benefit your account is taking Tarkin up. If you just take Tarkin up to gear 12 and you throw in a couple more guys, it is difficult, but you can get 300k. If you want to put a couple relics on him and throw a Zeta on him, now all of a sudden you're going from needing other people to just soloing the raid with Tarkin. That's 300k toward the raid. So that is helpful for the guild. Also, it helps you on your fleet as well, grinding toward Executor. See? So there are little things you can do like that along the way. There are teams that you can farm that will help you in Grand Arena, like Keller and Beck team with some Jedi. A lot of the people you can just buy from different shipments. Keller and Beck, pretty much the only one you actually have to shard farm. That sort of stuff, right? I just wanted to put that out there, and I just wanted to say that I just wanted to put that out there, and I just wanted to point out the fact that doing things for your account is good. Okay? That doesn't mean completely negate doing things to help out a guild, but especially in the early stages of a game, you are going to need to build some things onto your account that may not necessarily help out the guild. Even though if you really wanted to look at it, even without the crystals from Fleet Arena, right, you're still putting together a ship fleet that now you can use in TW. You can use in territory battles. You can use for platoons. You can use for CMs. All kinds of different things, right? So ultimately, putting into your account also helps the guild. And like I was getting at, yes, you are going to need to do some other things for the guild. Those things are also going to help your account as well, though. For instance, doing the raid stuff so that you can do Order 66. Getting platoons and teams that you can run CMs with so that you can keep building as a guild and then ultimately raise the amount of stars you're getting, raise the amount of rewards you're getting, that sort of thing. Okay? There are also things you can build as well that help both. Like for some accounts that are like, say, mid game or late game, maybe they don't have Seer and JKCK. I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you don't, getting that, not only does that help your account because that can be a raid counter in GAC with Seer, but it also makes it so that you can help out with the Zepho mission during TB. Bo-Katan helps out with Mandalore. Also counters GLs in GAC. You see what I'm saying? So you can do things for your account and still also be helping. And I just want to emphasize the fact that fleets are so important. It doesn't seem like they're helping your guild. And I know it doesn't seem like it, but they really are. Because again, if you're getting 400 crystals a day in Fleet Arena, all of a sudden now you're able to put that back into your other characters. Now you can do triple refreshes on Cantina for signal data. You can do refreshes on hard nodes for shards. You can just buy stuff with crystals if you want. You can start buying the packs. You can more easily buy the packs when new marquee characters come out. That sort of thing. It ultimately just builds on your account. Also, speaking of the fleets, and I like to push fleets. Anybody who watches my stream knows that I push fleets, which is funny because I don't have all the best fleets. But I started getting fleets later in the game, and I realized at a certain point that I had messed up. I'd made a mistake because I didn't have any good fleets. I stopped what I was doing and I farmed for Leviathan. I stopped everything else and went straight for Leviathan. Best decision I made. Took me from not even top 50 to first place consistently. Also skyrocketed me in GAC. We know that when you're doing GAC, right, it's just overwhelming in Carbonite and Bronzium. All these accounts that may or may not attack you that are just packed full of GLs. You know what a lot of these accounts don't have, though, are fleets. So even though you may not have the GLs to beat them, maybe you can pull off something miraculous, take down a couple other teams. If they can't beat your fleet, you win, right? Also, even if that's not the case, even if you're losing, I want to go back. Actually, let's go back to the GAC thing real quick. Because if you're doing, if you're going against a team that has like a guy that has 8 million GP and you're only 1.5 mil GP, you're going to lose. That guy probably has GLs. You're probably going to lose, right? If you have a good fleet, the one thing you can count on is getting those 400 crystals. And then you can keep putting into your account so you can build up and you can beat that guy. You can build the solo journey counters, or you can build the Galactic Legends to try to counter. That sort of thing, right? But that's the guaranteed crystals. Whereas GAC is very hit or miss, especially in the lower tiers, because you don't know what you're going to get. So, again, putting into your account things that may not seem like they're helping the guild, but help you get crystals, help you with assault battles, help you with things like that, are extremely helpful. So, that's just my little public service announcement. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you later.